This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, is that I'm going to show a couple articles, proves that we are clearly here when it comes to World War III. And that's why I brought out Revelation 11 and 14, because, this is something we hear the prophets of Great Millstone, starting with our apostle elders. We always bring this scripture out, letting the world know that World War III is coming. World War III is knocking at the door. And just this year alone, all right, especially the last 3 months, okay, of this year proves that we are clearly in World War III, all right? It's speaking, all right? It's not tearing anymore, all right? And that's why, we give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because, he put the spirit on our forefathers, all right, to write these prophetic scriptures, all right, for these times, so we understand the times that we're living in, all right, and preparing ourselves for the arrival of Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus. Okay? And this also shows that the Bible is the truth, the Holy Bible. Okay? No book can, all right, mate with this book. All right? That's another thing, another scripture I want to bring out, because, man, the scriptures are on point. The scriptures, all right, are speaking, okay? And that's why we're telling our people that you need to get into this book, man. All right? You got to seek ye out of the book, man. So Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, right? None of the prophecies shall fail. We clearly see the MOTB, all right? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, all right, being promoted openly now, okay? You got Dr. Oz, right? He's now overseeing Medicaid and Medicare, okay? And Dr. Oz, many years ago on his show, all right, did a segment where he was discussing the RFID chip, okay? Basically promoting it, hyping it up, okay? And now he's overseeing Medicare and Medicaid. Interesting, okay? What does that mean? All right. He also was very very enthusiastic and also promoting the jabby jabby. All right. He even had himself recorded taking the jabby jabby. Okay. So yeah, we here. And again, the Lord said that this was going to happen. All right. No one of these shall fail, meaning the prophecies. Also World War III, all right, which I'm going to go into these articles that proves that we're in World War III, okay? None shall want her mate, right, meaning no book can compete or be equal to the Holy Bible. Not the Quran, not the Egyptian Book of the Dead, okay? No other book can, all right, meet with the Bible, all right? Compete with the Bible, be equal to the Bible, all right? For my mouth that I commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them, right? And the Lord raised up the prophets, all right, in these last days to gather the elect, okay? Using, okay, the scriptures, using his words, all right? Bringing out the prophecies, okay? And showing the elect the times that we're in, and the elect is being sealed. That's why you're seeing, statements from a congressman, Michael McCall, saying you cannot separate the unholy alliance that is Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. All right? Hey, this reminds me of the kings of the East. All right? Let me get that scripture. All right? Revelation. What is it? Is it 12 and excuse me, not Revelation 12. Where did I get that at? All right, Kings of the East. I'm just going to type it out. Where did I get 16 and 12. That's where I meant it. Revelation 16 and 12. Dyslexia. Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. That's another thing. And the water there was dried up. Right. Like, all you got to do is Google, all right, Euphrates River drying up, right? The AI overview, okay? And this proves, Esau's technology, all right? Even his technology is making, turning against him, all right? His own tongue shall fall upon himself because, all right, even the AI overview is saying, yes, the Euphrates River is at risk of drying up due to climate change, which, again, this is off. And this is why the Lord's got to come back and judge you heathens, man, because you're not giving him the glory. All right, he's the one, all right, that controls the weather. He's the one that dries up, all right, the terrain of an area, all right? But here it is, all right? The Euphrates River is drying up, okay? Because it's prophetic. It's all according to prophecy. All right, and these are articles going into it. So back to Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right. Prepare for what? To go to war, mainly against the JJs and America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and you're seeing the beginning stages of it. Because, look, it's clearly evident that over there in Ukraine, Russia's being helped by North Korea, Iran, okay, and China, okay. So they're getting their combat skills levels up to go against the JJs and America, Babylon the Great. So when you go into the word prepare, all right.
Strong's G 2090 hetoimazo.
Hetoimazo, which means to make ready, prepare, to make the necessary preparations, get everything ready, right? And right now, North Koreans are getting battle time, real live battle time, battle experience. All right? The last time they got some battle experience was back in the Korean War, which is in the 50s. All right? Why do you think the Lord set it up that they were going to assist Russia and send military troops, North Korean military troops, all right, to go in the front lines to fight against the Ukrainian soldiers? All right? And who's backing the Ukrainian soldiers? America. All right? For the most part. And of course, you got the Great Britain. But hey, the scriptures are speaking, man. So let's get another article. All right? World War III has begun. Right. It has begun. I mean, come on. Terrifying warning from Ukraine's former military chief. He was a general in the Ukrainian military who says North Korea, Iran, and China are now openly standing beside Putin. Exactly. Openly standing. Ukraine's former military chief has warned that World War III is already underway with Vladimir Putin's autocratic allies, North Korea, Iran, and China, openly supporting his forces on the battlefield. Right. Just like the congressman from the Republican Texas congressman who was the chairman of the House of Foreign Affairs Committee. All right. He said You cannot separate the unholy alliance. Right. They're joined together. And this is the will of the Lord. Okay? We here, man. This is exciting. Oh, waiting on is the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right? Which is coming. All right, but that World War III is just going to get bigger and bigger. Okay? It's just going to intensify. All right? Until the nukes come. And then that's it. And that's what's coming, man. This is all leading to nuclear war. Let's keep going. This is exciting stuff, man. We're almost out of here. North Korea, Iran, and China openly supporting his forces on the battlefield. Valery Zaluzny, who is now Ukraine's envoy to the United Kingdom, told the UP100 war ceremony in Kiev, I believe that in 2024, we can absolutely believe that the Third World War has begun. Right. Again, these past 3 months, man, like just proved what's, that World War III is here. Okay? You have, again, what did he say? The general said that as of this year, Ukraine is no longer facing Russia. Here we go. Soldiers from North Korea are standing in the front line of Ukraine. Exactly. Okay? Getting put to death. I mean, shoot. What is it? Let's get a North Korean soldier killed. Here we go. First video of killed North Korean soldier at front line. First North Korean troops killed in Russia, says Lithuania. North Korean military officers highly likely killed in Ukraine. France 24. Okay? Another country's soldiers being killed in Ukraine. Okay? It's happening. He made the comment after reports emerged that around 10,000 soldiers have been sent by Pyongyang, that's the capital of North Korea, to fight alongside Russian troops in the Kursk region, as Moscow aims to replenish its forces to reclaim the territory taken from it 3 months ago. Right, now let's look at a map of the Russian territory and what Russia has control over in Ukraine. Look at this, okay? Russia has been moving, all right, forward in their war campaign against Ukraine. That's how you know this war is not going away, man. Now, what's going to happen is that the mainstream media, the legacy media, is going to move the focus of the Ukrainian war when Trump gets in and focus on the Middle East, okay? Which that's where the real fun begins, man. That Middle East. And guess what? There's Russian troops in the Middle East, okay? There's Russian troops, okay? Literally in Syria. There's actual base in Syria, okay? How many? Let's check this out, man. Let's follow along. How many troops, Russian troops, are in the Middle East right now? Let's see if something comes up. Carnegie Endowment International Peace. Look at this one. Russia's enduring presence in the Middle East. Kremlin's Middle East diplomacy is driven by its rivalry with the West. You see? The imperative to defend deep-rooted Russian interests in the region and the desire to project power and influence well beyond its periphery. For a century, the Middle East has been an arena of competition between Russia and the major powers of the day. Right, because this is the will of the Lord. Okay? He's always made sure the Middle East would be in conflict because prophecy has to be fulfilled. All right? The Valley of Jehoshaphat, which means... Jehoshaphat means Yahweh's judgment. Okay, Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment. The Ottoman Empire, other major European powers, and mostly recent the United States. Such competition is largely a byproduct of what Russia's leaders and elites believe are the country's enduring interests and the threats posed to them by other major powers. These interests have ranged from the security of the homeland to the protection of trade routes. That's it. You got the Persian Gulf, which is a trade route. And then you got the Red Sea, which is a trade route, okay? And what's one of the main things that come out of there, all right? Oil. Connecting Russia to global markets, to cultural and religious ties, to fellow Orthodox Christian and Slavs. There you go, okay? Yep. We're in a World War III because Russia's in the Middle East fucking shit up. So yeah. Yep, look at this. Syrian breakthrough. As Syria plunged into civil war in 2011, Russia stepped up in support for Bashar al Assad's regime. Aside from providing Damascus with the diplomatic cover at the United Nations Security Council and shielding it from international sanctions, Russia extended financial assistance, sent military equipment, and shared intelligence. Right. Ezekiel 38. Okay, Russia's a guard, all right, to Syria. Okay, is a guard to these nations. So we here, man. All right, we here. So that's a good example. So let's keep going with this article. It gets better. Okay. Zelensky, the general, went on to highlight the support Putin's armies had received from Tehran, that's Iran, the Persians, which has sent thousands of Shahed attack drones to Moscow and also assisted it with the technology to build the drones itself, according to reports. More than 8,000 Iran-developed drones have been launched since the war began 2.5 years ago, Kiev said in September, with many targeting civilian homes as well as military targets. Let's be honest. Already in Ukraine, the Iranian Shahedis, however you pronounce that, are killing civilians absolutely openly without any shame. The general, Zalizny, however the fuck you pronounce his stupid name, you're going to be named Esau Edom, okay? All right, Edom 1, Edom 2. That's the fuck y'all. I can't wait till y'all go into slavery. Fuck all this stupid name shit. Adding that the Chinese and North Korean weapons were also being used against his country. Right. You see? You got the Chinese also supporting the Russia's war campaign against Ukraine. So we're in a World War III. That's the point, man. We're here. Okay? All right? And then when Donald Trump comes, all right, that's it, man. Check this article out. When Donald Trump goes in, all right, he's going to focus on Iran. And Russia's going to back Iran. And China's going to back Iran. And North Korea is going to back Iran. In fact, let's look at Iran, North Korea relations. Check this out. News. Let's just do news. Look at the Council on Foreign Relations. CFR had to break this down. You can't. We here, brothers and sisters. It's exciting. The China-North Korea relationship. Okay? Deepest ties with Russia and the U.S.-China rivalry. Right. And where's Iran at? Okay? This didn't have Iran. This just had China-North Korea relationship. Right. But they've always been in a relationship. Yeah, there it is. North Korea is a surprising, valuable wartime ally to Russia and Iran. There you go. All right. So yeah, this is talking about China and North Korea, Slovakia. All right. But I'm gonna read this article because hey, they just published this. All right. If you want to know what's really going on within geopolitics, you got to go to Council on Foreign Relations. They're pretty much open with a lot of stuff. That's where the real the real think tank is at. The Council on Foreign Relations, the Heritage Foundation, which is mainly on the domestic side. All right, you got the RAND, the RAND Corporation is another one. All right, these are the think tanks of Babylon the Great. Yep. Look at this. Back in April 23rd, 2024, North Korea sends a delegation to Iran in growing effort to break its diplomatic isolation. You see? North Korea's ties to Hamas. What we know and why it matters. So, yeah. And Hamas, that's the Arabs. So, North Korea is all up in the Middle East. Okay? Yeah. Just wanted to bring that out. So, yeah, we here. Okay? So, Iran, this is where the focus is at. Because when them JJs and Iran, when they've been doing, you know, tit for tats, all right, and they've been doing covert warfares. You know, I'm killing someone important on your side, you're killing someone important on my side. That's what they've been doing, covert warfare. You know, best believe Iran has been killing a lot of JJs too. It's just that the Western media is not going to report it, okay? Because again, this is a war on the minds. You don't want to tell your own citizens that their leadership, their military personnel, or their allies are getting spanked. Okay, this is a war for the minds. Whenever there's war, major propaganda is pushed out on both sides. Okay, major propaganda. Okay, so you can't get the nitty gritty from CNN and Fox all the time. You have to go, all right, to the source. You got to go into other areas to find what's really going on in these regions. You know, alternative news media. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. So look at this. Here's how the U.S. and the JJs could thwart Iran's nuclear efforts under a new Trump administration. This is the point right here. The Trump team is likely to bring back maximum pressure. Fuck yeah, I'm with it. Let's go. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it too. Bring in the maximum pressure, okay? And I'm for these wars, okay? I am for World War III. I'm cheering on both sides, okay? Both sides. I'm cheering on both sides because it's leading to, all right, the Lord's imminent return. We're just waiting on that R5D chip, the mark of the beast, okay? Let's put it that way. I am cheering on both sides. So when I see, that's why I'm glad Trump's back, because he's going to fuck some shit up. I'm looking forward to Nero fucking some shit up in the Middle East, all right? And of course, in Taiwan, all right, or in Ukraine, okay? Because we're going to see, all right? Because a lot of shit is happening that's tying Trump's hand to make sure that he's going into World War III. All right, that he continues World War III and intensifies. Excuse me, because we're in World War III now. All right, this shit ain't letting up. President-elect Trump will take office just as Iran has the potential to become the world's 10th nuclear armed state, and it's unclear if either side knows it will approach the other. Judging by Trump's last time in office, it would suggest he would come out the gate with a combative tone, having instituted a maximum pressure campaign to bankrupt the regime. All right, but there's no bankrupting the regime. All right, Iran and Russia, okay, and various other countries are in the BRICS. So they're able to move money using blockchain technology, okay? All right, in fact, check this out. So you're not going to be able to bankrupt it. That's why it's going to go war. It's going to get physical. It's going to get physical. Russia, Iran, crypto, what is it? Cryptocurrency. There we go. Yeah, Iran, this is it. Iran confirms having worked with Russia to address settlements using CBDC. Putin calls cryptocurrency a very dynamic and promising direction in the modern economy. All right, so there you go. They're able to trade using cryptocurrency, meaning they're circumventing out of the physical dollar. All right? They're circumventing it. They're getting around the sanctions. So sanctions are not fucking working. That's why we're going into we're in World War III, and it's just only going to get bigger. I gotta catch myself because we're in World War III. It's just going to get bigger. Do you see that? All right. Does Iran invest in cryptocurrency? The country has been under international trade sanctions due to its nuclear program and has consequently focused on developing the use of cryptocurrency for global trade. Right. There you go. CBDCs. All right? Because again, it's all leading to the chip. The chip. Inside joke. All right. So, yeah. Let's go back. So that's not going to fucking work. His Secretary of State picked Senator Marco Rubio has been unyielding Iran hawk and said, right, Marco Rubio has a fucking hard on. All right, it's fucking weirdo. All right, and I'm just speaking as a man. I don't think he's a Jake. I think he's a Edomite. All right, just coming off as a Jake, okay? Just coming off as a Jake, all right? Because Esau's a good actor, man. He's the devil, man. This is the devil. You got a lot of Edomites with his so-called Hispanic last names, all right, portraying to be of his so-called, all right, Hispanic, like Marco Rubio, says he's Cuban, but I don't believe it. I believe he's a lie. I believe he's an Edomite, all right, faking the funk. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. Has been unyielding Iran's hawk in the Senate. After the regime fired 200 missiles toward Tel Aviv last month, Rubio said only threatening the survival regime through maximum pressure and direct and disproportionate measures has a chance to influence and alter their criminal activity. Right, so he's for the missiles. He's for using missiles. That could reinstate and eliminate any waivers for oil sanctions. It could mean threatening not to conduct business with countries that buy Iranian fuel products. That's not working. They're using crypto. Here we go. Representative Michael Waltz. This is what I wanted to bring out. Florida, and I've noticed Trump is choosing nothing but Florida politicians. Interesting. All right. Trump picked for National Security Advisor, right? The NSA is of a similar mind. Last month, when the Biden administration urged JJ to keep his counterstrikes proportional, Waltz slammed President Biden for pressuring JJ, quote, once again to do less than it should, right? He wants the JJs to go full out, full blown war, all right, with Iran, which is hey, we got to bring that scripture, okay? Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Right? The point is, all right, the least of the flock. It's talking about them JJs, them 1948ers, and small hats. They're going to drag America into World War III, and they're doing it. I mean, again, we're in World War III. Again, all right? They're going to drag America to fight Iran head on. No more covert wars, okay? All right? But we're in a World War III because many nations are in a war, okay? Just America now has to go, okay, full-blown war with Iran and Russia. No more covert war. That's the point, okay? So if you want to say, well, America technically isn't in World War III, then you could say, yeah, okay. I mean, they're passing weapons and they're doing covert war. They're killing generals. But if you want to say they're military full blown, okay, we can debate that. But at the end of the day, it's still a world war because many nations are involved. What is a world war? Okay, it's first of all it's in multiple areas. Like you got the conflict in Ukraine, right? That's Eastern Europe. You got the conflict in the Middle East. All right, so-called Middle East. All right, that's in that region. They call it the Near East, right? You got the different regions. All right. 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry of the noise, there was a herd in the Red Sea, right? Because ultimately, it's going to lead to the destruction, okay, of Babylon the Great America, which is taking out Esau Edom's empire, okay, his chief house, where his headquarters are at, because America, all right, is where their capital is in terms of ruling. So yeah. And then this is the major part why Trump's going to do something. On Thursday, Iran said it was activated advanced centrifuges after the International Atomic Energy Agency Board of Governors censored it for failing to cooperate with the UN nuclear watchdog. Without cooperation, the world is in the dark about how quickly Iran is advancing its technological capabilities to use its uranium field for a bomb. Right. So this is why it's going to happen. They're going to justify why they got to attack Iran head on. All right. No more of this, tit for tat shit. So there you go. Yeah, and then of course they're talking about Iran, and this is another thing. They can easily do some form of false flag, all right, to push Trump to fight Iran. They could cook off a dirty bomb here in the States and blame it on Iran. At the end of the day, man, we here, man. World War III is here, all right? It's just going to get bigger. That's really what I'm going to call it. World War III is here. It's just going to get bigger. So let's end off with this, man. All right? I think we hit the points. All right? You know, I got this and then one more for those that know that the Israelites, okay? All right? I got to bring out a scripture for that, for those brothers and sisters that know the Israelites. But first, 2 Esdras 16, start at the first verse. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Right, talking about death and destruction. All right? And that's talking about World War III. We're here, man. 2, gird up yourselves with clasps of salk and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry for your destruction at hand. Right. There's going to be a lot of bodies. There's going to be a lot of bodies, man. This World War III is the war to end all wars. That means a lot of bodies got to drop, man. Okay? All this money being spent on warfare is now it's got to be used, and it's going to be used. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? Right, there's no turning back World War III. It's here. A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Exactly. Who may quench it? All right? You can't put no water on this fire. This is the will of the Lord. 5, plagues are sent onto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Right, this is a plague. This is a wound. All right? Because the Lord is the reason why this is happening, because the Lord is bringing judgment, all right, for all the wickedness that's been going on, all right? You know, if you go to, real quickly, 2 Esdras 15, right? And 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right. And that's it. The world is full of wickedness. That's why the Lord is making sure that World War III intensifies. Okay? It gets bigger. So, I want to bring this out. Mark chapter 13, verse 28. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender and putteth forth her leaves, you know that summer is near. Right, and that's a parable, right? Okay? When you see the fig tree, all right, putting forth its leaves, then you know summer is near. Meaning that when you see all these things that's happening on the planet, you know that, okay, judgment is near, where people are going to be judged, but the elect are going to get delivered from the Lord's wrath. Okay? 20. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that is not even at the doors. Right? It's at the door. All right? Nuclear war. First, okay. This is all going to lead to nuclear war. Period. Right? We're just waiting on that chip, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, and then also it's going to lead to the imminent return of Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect, all right, of the nation of Israel. 30. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Right, and I'm gonna keep bringing more of this out to remind you, slackers out there that acting like we ain't at the end. All right, all you jakes out there that are playing games, man. All right, we're the final generation. That's the point. Okay. We are the final generation. Now, look, all right, could this war be drawn out? Is the will of the Lord. Could it end quickly? Is the will of the Lord, right? Meaning, could we be here a couple of months? Maybe 3 to 5 years? Hey, which I consider those months anyway, all right? Before the destruction? Yeah, but that proves that we're still the final generation, all right? 31, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. There you go. Okay. 32, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. You see? Okay. Even Yahweh Shai doesn't know when he's going to return. Only the Father. All right. That's why you got to go to the scriptures to get to measure the time diligently in itself. Like, oh, okay. This is what we're seeing. Boom, boom. Oh, okay, yeah. Yahweh Shai is about to return. Okay? 33, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. Right. Okay? So you're supposed to be watching and praying. Okay? 34, for the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey who left his house and gave authority to his servants. All right? And who are the Lord's servants? All right? His people. All right? Mainly the men, because the men are the only ones that are supposed to be, all right, teaching the word, all right, bringing out the scriptures, all right, showing the nation the times that we're living in. And to every man his work, right, man, because really it's a man that's supposed to, a man of the Lord, all right. If you're born as a man from the nation Israel, all right, you are supposed to be knowledgeable of the scriptures. You're supposed to be, all right, a priest, okay, for the nation of Israel. All right, this is part of our culture and heritage. And to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Right, and that's part of our area. We're supposed to be watching. Okay, 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. 36. Lest coming suddenly he found you sleeping. 37. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Right. So you got to watch, man. All right. If you're sleeping, if your mind's stuck on this world, if your mind is stuck on, the bullshit of this world, all right, and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a man, okay, from the nation of Israel, man, you're gonna get destroyed. All right? You're gonna get destroyed. So Lord willing, us edifying again. We're in World War III. It's just going to intensify. And these articles just prove it, man. Like, we're here, man. Okay? This ain't going away. It's just only gonna get bigger. And again, I'm speaking as a man. I believe they're just gonna move the focus of Ukraine. They're gonna put it in the back burner, and everything's gonna go focus on the Middle East as it should. Okay? And that war with Iran is gonna be head on. All right? Hard hitting in your face. And get ready for a draft. That's coming. A draft is coming. So, Lord willing, let's edify. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it there. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. We're clearly in World War III. It's just only going to get bigger. We're in the beginning stages of World War III. It's only going to get bigger. All right? So stay sharp. Keep your eye single on, okay, what you need to do so you can get delivered and your family, okay? And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you pray to cover Shalom.